our hearts and then rewards accordingly. Now, I'm going to stop right there for a second because guess what, Raven? That's where the confusion kicks in. If we're not supposed to please man and please God, but this pastor just told me I'm from God, so you need to please me. But for some reason, I can't seem to elevate because guess what? I'm not pleasing that man, but wait a minute, I'm trying to please God. So now we're getting into confusion. Because a pastor will get mad real quick when you say, "Hey, hold on now. I'm supposed to please God, not man. Wait a minute, I'm your pastor." So wait a minute. So am I supposed to please this man or woman also? Or am I supposed to please God? Makes you say, A steward is obligated to please the one who pays him. Preachers may sometimes be tempted to hold back the full truth for fear of repercussion from those who contribute to their support. But God is the master, and he knows when the message is watered down or suppressed. So what happens, just like before we got here, I'm supposed to please God, but guess what? If I make this man, or if I make these people that are the ones that are paying me mad, I'm either going to lose my money or something. See, now we're getting into, wait a minute, this thing is twisted. I don't understand. When is the place where I'm at now, I'm pleasing God. But for me to go back in the building and get a leadership position, guess what's going to happen? I'm going to have to please that man. That y'all understand what I'm saying there? If I go back in now, guess what? That man's going to be telling me. So now I'm going to be trying to listen to God and listen to. But wait a minute. I'm from God. God. Wait a minute. Me too. Hold on. Uh-oh. This is not my building. These are not my people. This is all God's. Why am I? See, that's what Elder Kirk is talking about. When we release this chain of every time the church doors open, I'm going to have to be in there because if I don't be in there, the devil going to get me. If you can't stand on your own 2 feet without the church is not doing right by you. You are also a steward of the word. See what happens when you read this. You don't put this into your life the way they're supposed to tell you in church. Why can't you be Apostle Paul? Oh no, the pastor is Apostle Paul. I'm one of the followers. That's the problem. I'm not saying do what Paul, go out and start tensing. No. Listen to the voice of God and then deliver the message. But see, you keep thinking it's all about the pulpit. No. Your friends going through, and for some reason, they keep coming to you. Because guess what? You have the answer. Wow. Like that, Raven? All right. 2:16. And it says, forbidding us to speak to the Gentiles that they might be saved, to fill up their sins always, and that's with always, not always, for the wrath is come upon them to the uttermost. Now, I'm going to deal with forbidding us to speak to the Gentiles. Now, remember, the Gentiles were a sect of the Jews. Now, when I say forbidding, the thing about, wow. This is what I mean when I'm talking about we put too much power in someone else's hands. You all right, Raven? We put too much power in someone else's hands. You can't stop me from talking to anybody. But I need you to understand we at different times, and then I think if you weren't told to do something, you would probably get killed if you were caught doing it. Okay? I just need you to know that's not the case now. So don't have the same. That's what I mean, Raven, when I'm talking about tradition. We're trying so much to live by the Bible that if somebody just says to you, because you're following, don't do that, you don't do it. But all you have to do is walk over and do it. It's like a false invisible wall that's been put up and told you don't do. But all you have to do is go do. How is it that you can forbid me from doing anything? That's what I'm talking about when I was talking about, y'all heard me say one time, the pastor says, God did not tell me you had to go speak somewhere, and you're not going to go because I need you here. How is it that you have the power to forbid me? See, you can't be a sheep forever. That's not the plan. But guess what? That's the plan of what man has got set up when we talk about denominations. Somebody's a leader and somebody's under. And then guess what? Until I decide that you are able to go on your own, stand on your own 2 feet, guess what? You're just going to remain under. That's how it's going to go. Sorry for you if you don't like it. If you don't like it, go somewhere else. Yeah, you know what? You're right. I'm not going to go nowhere else because guess what? They all do the same thing. Whether it's one denomination or the other. That's why they went from Catholic to Baptist. Or they went from Methodist to Episcopal. Or they went, wow. That's why they can do it because it's all the same. It's all the same. Somebody's over me, everybody except God. Please understand this, y'all. I know that everybody is looking for an answer. Everybody's looking for an answer. That's why a lot of people get caught up in these cults. A lot of people just follow bad leadership and just almost do anything. Just go anywhere or just believe anything. My daughter and I were looking one time, was it TV1? And this one guy, he's a Hebrew Israelite, and he had them girlfriends. Remember, he had all them about three, four women in there with him. And there was a crime thing. And remember, he murdered her son, and then they murdered one of the women that because he had brainwashed them. They would. Yeah, he was a pastor. He was a Hebrew Israelite. He was teaching them all this stuff. They were living in the same house. See, everybody's looking for something. But the worst part about it is a lot of times the wrong and the bad thing finds them. Because they go looking on their own or they don't ask someone. Them women shouldn't have been in there with that dummy. He was nothing but a dummy. But they wanted to be better and they wanted to do better. And we are so judgmental. I fell for them ladies, man. I did. People, they murderers. They covered stuff up. Because he had brainwashed them. See, y'all nobody won't deal with the brainwash. If you go back and you really look at some of the stuff that some of these pastors have said to you, you'd be like, man, you know what? I ain't speaking to you no more. Get away from me. And they still the same and doing the same thing. And now you're not there, but guess what? There's a whole congregation sitting there under this dummy. Now, like I said, good pastors, I have much love. Bad pastors, please die and go to hell. All right. Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 18. Wherefore we would have come unto you, even I, Paul, once and again, but Satan hindered us. He was talking about Thessalonica. And what my Bible, what it was saying was, and it's something that we all say, And I think we are trying our best to get away from this. Oh, the devil did this. Oh, the devil did that. I messed up. The devil didn't make me do it. I made a bad decision, and I messed up. Now, that's just speaking of times now, but it showed here in other scriptures, and I'm getting ready to close, that the Holy Spirit stopped Paul from speaking from some places, and more than likely this was the same thing. But when he wrote it, he was like, you know what I'm saying? So, for everyone that has joined Elder Kirk on today, I need you to understand that we have to become more self-sufficient. We have to begin to study the Bible. We need to begin to put our names there. Remember they used to tell you that? They may still do. Make it personal. Don't say the Apostle Paul. Say the Apostle Kirk. Say the prophetess Raven. You know, the prophet Raven. See, what's going on is such a territorial spirit going on that so many things need to be, I'm telling you, there's so much stuff spiritual that needs to be straightened out. Somebody else going to have to take care of this political stuff. You understand? There's different levels of this war that Elder Kirk's been talking about. There's different levels of this war. Now, I'm going to always speak my piece about this, this idiot, and these dirty no-goods. That's all politicians. And the idiot was Trump, and the politicians are the dirty no-goods. And I want you to understand, DJ Khaled said it the best. He said, in my home, he said, I'm the president. You understand? And what he mean by that is, he provides for his baby son. He provides for his wife. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't even really, he's just doing stupid stuff to hold stuff up. That's it. But he doesn't do anything to improve anybody's life. The politicians don't do anything to improve your life. You do that. If I never vote another day in my life, my happiness will come from the things that I do. People are putting so much emphasis on, the local or the state or the whatever, all that. They don't do anything. I am 47 years old, and they don't do anything but give me taxes. If I don't ever do anything again, they're going to make sure my taxes go up. That's all I expect from them. I don't want them to buy me a pair of drawers. I don't expect them to help me with my socks. The one thing that I do want them to do, give me back my money. Taxes. Give me back my money. Taxes. You are taking, people don't even understand, they don't even need that money. That money that they taking from you don't even do anything. The money they're taking from us don't do anything. It's just sitting there. But there's a deficit. I have not heard about the deficit in a minute until now concerning Trump. They held up the DACA situation and they said, well, I'm going to give you, we're not going to do it now, but we need you to come up with a plan to make this better, so we're going to leave it alone. But him and the Democrats say, okay, raise the deficit and hold on to DACA and do something else. And I'm like, come on, man. But you're giving up $155 billion for military? How is that? I know y'all, Elder Kirk, you just going, I'm going to go in. I'm not going to keep playing this game. Nobody is understanding that you are your president in your home. You are the leadership in your home. Do you know the craziest thing is you're the leader in your home, and then when you go